Hi, everybody. My name's Philippa Haynes from Insight 101. We are a brand strategy consultancy and we help businesses to create their vision and values and then execute that throughout the business. So I've just been listening this morning to a webinar, a web chat really, that was led by Rob Brown for some of his accountant contacts. And it was really interesting to understand what they're talking about at the moment, what is key to them in their business and what they're hearing from their clients. And if they're consultants themselves, what are they hearing on the grapevine from other people? And there were three things which I heard. The first one is that people are increasingly concerned about how they're going to keep their teams functioning. So we've just gone through week one and it looks like, we're in it for the long haul. So how do we get those teams up and running when we're all isolated on our own, essentially, and online? And of course, what a lot of people were saying within that conversation is that communication is, of course, key. And that is the primary way of looking after our teams and ourselves, but also our clients. And it struck me that, it's quite easy to say that around communication. But it's actually quite difficult to execute because what is the content that you work through? Once we've talked about how everybody's feeling and what's going on, which of course is absolutely critical. We do need that sort of check-in time so that people can just get that stuff, that emotional stuff, that anxiety off their chests, of course. But then what is it that you use to communicate? What is the basis of those conversations moving forward? And it struck me that having talked a lot about the importance of values and the sort of the foundational structures, if you like, that is the starting point for any manager, any team leader, senior leadership person, or even business owner, because those should be what our brand and our business kind of stands on. That's what we stand for. So I was thinking that there are three things that you can do with your teams quite quickly. And the first one is to have a conversation with them about the values that you have. Pull those out if you have them written down or whatever. Sit down with your team and discuss them and interrogate them and think about what they mean to everybody at the moment. Get that out. Get people to start talking about the values and how they see those values playing out in the next few weeks. What do they mean to them at the moment? And that's a great way of getting everybody to talk around the same thing and to start interrogating how they should be behaving and what they should be doing moving forward. So that's the first thing. And then the second question is, what should I be doing as a result of these values? So we have these values for a reason, and one of those reasons is to give us some kind of indication of our behaviours, what we should be doing, guardrails, if you like. So if these are our values, then how should I be moving forward? What does that tell me? So again, that's quite an interesting one to get the team to talk around, to see that everybody is on the same page, everybody has the same understanding, and if they don't, then maybe you can talk around that too. And then it gets down to, so how does that work? What should we be doing? What should we be saying? Not only to our team members and each other, but how do we behave with our clients, for instance? What should we be saying? What should we be doing? What are other things that we might not have thought about that we could do to help them? So interrogate those values and start to think about what you would hope to see based on those values. What would you expect people to be doing? And it could be that the team comes to a natural agreement of behaviours during this time based on values. And that really helps people to feel united, to have one vision, but also to know, to have that sort of blueprint, if you like, for what they should be doing, how they should be behaving, and maybe set up some check-ins as well, week on week, so that you can see how it's working out, whether things need tweaking. It's just an interesting framework, really, to start thinking about this. So 3 things that you can do when you know that you've got to connect with your teams and your clients, and maybe that will help give you some kind of foundational topic matter, if you like.